incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
20-yard line.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run the counter. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the count. For a chain mover. The 40.
Tackled through the hole, ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 32 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. The 20.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21 to... Nothing. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Seattle.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Tyler Lockett.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. Now Wentz on the move to his left. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
49-yard line.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He was covered by Jamal.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and it's third down.
10 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Alshon Jeffrey, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their their own end zone. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this time he'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Another Eagles first down.
Now a carry for Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the Eagles' 18.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Chris Carson.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Forced out, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Seattle.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
20.
You thought you had it.
10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Seahawks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the keeper. The tackle made by Derek Barnett.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Wilson's pass.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. When picked off by Jamal Adams, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Benson Mayowa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, block 54, block 54. Squeeze, double.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
At the 14.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He'll buy some time right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.